Welcome back to your number one stop for Tower of Fantasy, and I am here today to discuss a little thing that some of you probably have noted or just want more information about, which is of course how the level system is working with the time gating and for like when does certain levels unlock, as well as how quickly you can actually level up in Tower of Fantasy. But before we hop into it, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting me over on Patreon. Thank you. Thank you, my dudes. And with that, let's go ahead. Let's jump into this and go over everything you need to know about time gating levels. So to start off, I do want to give a giant thank you to King Gabriel over on the Reddit for Tower of Fantasy, who ended up putting together this list. This is of course going off of the quote beta that happened a couple months ago. But as of now, the information seemed to be 100% accurate any now at release. Also, another little disclaimer here is from my understanding, from what I can gather, let me know in the comment if I'm wrong about this. But my understanding is the times, as far like the time gating for levels, since we got a lot of that in Tower of Fantasy, is tied to when you create your character, not how long the game been out. Once again, let me know if I'm off on that. But with that said and out of the way, I will, of course, also have a link to this in the description so you can keep track of it to figure out what is happening when, because this is going to be spread out over a long amount of time. Since the levels unlock will be happening from day 1 all the way up to day 88. And, yeah, they got so convoluted, I may or may not made a spreadsheet here to break this down off the top of my head here. So to start off, we do have, of course, from day 1 to day 2, which as at the time of that video, we are leading into day 3 of the launch. But for the first 2 days, we're going to go from level 18 to 24. And, of course, there will be a gap of 6 levels that will unlock per day. And then at day 3, we're going to go ahead and drop down the amount of levels we are getting per day already in half here. So on day 3, we will unlock the level cap of 24. So that is 3 extra level if you are watching and playing at the time of that video. So you got yourself 3 level today if you create it at launch. And then from there, we go into a day 4 through 9. That will cover a level 30 to, of course, a level 40. So here, we are going to be jumping up 2 levels every single day that will be added to the cap. And then we start getting into the more convoluted part of that. So this is going to be going from day 11 to day 15, as you might can tell here. We are now, instead of getting an upgrade every single day, we are going to be jumping days. So pretty much every other day, we will go ahead and get us 2 more levels. So this is where we're going to get heavily restricted here. Because as you can see, not only a level cap going to be tied to daily, but also tied to multiple days in between. And it's going to get any more heavier than that. Because once we get up to day 17... we are, of course, going to be going all the way down to day 52. We are still skipping every other day, but now the level cap is 1 level per day. So, once again, it will be bringing us up from level 47 to a level 61. So, do what you will with that, because it's getting ready to get worse here, because at day 56... through, of course, a day 88 here, we are going to continue only going up 1 single level, but instead of upgrading every other day for the level cap, we are now going every 4 days between when we get levels. So every 4 days, we will get 1 more level added to our character. So, as you can see, by the end of the full 88 days of your character creation, you should be able to get up to level 70, as long as the rest of the later stuff end up being as accurate as the earlier stuff that we have covered here. So, as you can see, if you are someone who is looking into playing Tower of Fantasy, and you are wanting to power level to the main story, Tower of Fantasy is not that game. Obviously, it's just not that game because of how much time gating that happened, not only with the level cap, but also through other means such as chests and collectibles and whatnot. So, this is a MMO that obviously is going to be banded out over a large chunk of time. We will see when we actually hit the cap of 88 days where we're going to go from that. Is it going to raise anymore, or that can become the normal baseline level for the cap? So this is a little bit interesting instead of having to wait for updates like you would in any other MMO. Now, instead of waiting, a couple months between level cap increase, we are looking anywhere from 1 day all the way up to 4 days in between each single level here. Of which, let me know in the comment how exactly you are feeling about this. Are you okay with this, or would you just, to jump marathon and try to hit mat level in the 4th day? Let me know below. As well as, of course, for any new players coming in, if my theory or my understanding hold weight here about it being from the time of thought at the creation of your character, if you're planning on playing Tower of Fantasy at any points of interest, I highly recommend hopping in, getting your character made as soon as possible. If you're not going to be able to play it for a few weeks or months, or if you are waiting for the game to get, more stable or a later update, I still highly recommend getting your character made. So hopefully when you can hop on, or you want to hop on, you won't be hit with any of the time-gated stuff when it comes to leveling anyway. So big PSA on that one. But as of now, that is pretty much how leveling works in this for time gating. So hopefully you have found this video helpful. And if so, make sure you get your wonderful thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit all the bells so you don't miss out on any of my Tower of Fantasy videos here on YouTube. And of course, if you are watching it at release, for the time being, I am going to be streaming pretty much every single day over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, playing Tower of Fantasy over on the Grave server. We did just get our crew set up last night on the last stream. So if you are looking for a Lion, Guild, Crew, Insort, or whatever MMO name you want to give it to it, be sure to hit me up over there on the server, and I will get you guys all added, because there was some very interesting stuff tied to, of course, the crew system in Tower of Fantasy. And of course, my next video going to be breaking down all the details of that. So once again, do the subscribe so you don't miss out on that when that comes very soon. Might actually be up already if you're watching that video. So, yeah, look forward to that. And of course, if you want to support the channel, which would be highly appreciated, and become like all the wonderful people here that is supporting for the months of August, thank you, my dudes. Be sure to come on over to patreon.com/Maconn. That way you can get you some wonderful items and help support the channel as well. And once again, be like all the wonderful people right here. And with that, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for that video. And I will see you all in the comments.